Hi everyone and welcome to March West Junction TMD. Today we're going to have a look at this Hornby crane and some of the small improvements I've done just to bring it up to date with couplings and wheels. So I'll take you over to the workbench in a bit and show you the underside, what I've done to improve the model with the running characteristics. And also we'll look at some of the details I've added, like this row skip and other little bits that I've got planned as well for the layout. So sit back, grab yourself a cuppa, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, here we are over the workbench, and we'll start off with the main part, the crane itself. Now what I've done with this, I've taken the wheels out. Now the wheels for this are these horrible black plastic wheels with a bar going through, and as you can see there's no point at the end. Now because of this, what it fits into, if you just stick normal wheels in, replacement wheels with the points, obviously it's not going to run very well because you've got no bearing housing. So what I've had to do is I've fitted a little brass bearing housing there. You can buy these from swap meets, and I think some shops sell them as well, and I think you can get them on the flea bay, and they're only a couple of quid for a pack. They normally do like about 50 in a pack. But as you can see, I've fitted them in the recesses where the shaft would have gone. Now, they are fiddly, I ain't gonna lie, and you have to have a bit of patience to fit them in, but I just pop them in with a bit of super glue and hopefully it holds, and then you have to force the wheels in. Now unfortunately with this crane, the body side is quite stiff, so you have to be really careful as you push them into place. The wheels I've used the Hornby coach wheels to maintain the height of the crane with all the other pony trucks that come with it. Now moving on to the pony trucks, as you can see I've changed the couplings, and I think they're Bachmann 38-26 coupling, and basically what you do, you drill the rivet out, and with a spot of glue I'll put that on where the two yellow lugs are that you can see, and then put a screw in just to secure it. As you can see I've done both there and the other truck that comes with it. Something else that I've done as well, just to help the running characteristics, is I've added some of these weights as well. These are the ones that you can buy on flea bay. They're like £1 a strip, self-adhesive, so you don't even have to glue them, and you just pop them into place once you've peeled the sticky back off. Okay, a project that I'm working on at the moment is this row skip. Now if people don't know what a row skip is, it's a roll-on roll-off skip basically that a lorry picks up and drops off. The skip has come from Jumble Lane printing, and as you can see it's quite good. It's got the end lifting part there with the supports, and it's got all the locking mechanism at the back as well. It does come with transfers, but I've decided not to use the transfers because obviously everyone that's purchased one of these will be using the same transfers, so I want to come up with something different. I've painted the inside with a Halford's primer, which is the red, I think it's red oxide or something like that it's called, and then the outside I've used the Hornby Humbro or Humbrol yellow, warning yellow I think it's called, on the outside. And unfortunately there's an old lemur body here that has been cut up to be a donor to go inside. Everyone will say, oh, it's a waste of a lemur body, but I actually bought it with just one cab on the one end. I paid 50p for it, so I thought that'll do. Saves me buying or scrapping a decent loco body. Obviously someone was doing a project with it before and just needed the one end, so now the other ends ended up inside the actual Roro. And just a bit more detail to add. I've obviously added a bit of rust to the edges, because obviously, as you know, with lemur bodies, they're all bright yellow once you cut through them, as you can see from there. So I've painted the edges with like a rust effect pen, and obviously I've got to weather it down a bit more as well to make it look a bit more realistic. Now, like I say, the skip come from Jumble Lane printing, and I think it was £4, so it's an absolute bargain for £4 for a 3D printed skip. I've seen others online and they're looking over £10, £11 for a similar sort of skip. So I'd check out Jumble Lane printing, and you can Google it and it will come up with all the stuff that they do. Or if you go to I think it's West Hill Wagon Works, I think they sell them on there as well, because they do a lot of Jumble Lane printing stuff on their website. Another item I purchased, now I got this off Fleabay, and it's what they call an office chair. Now I've got one of these at work that I sit at when I'm doing my CAD design, and it's a 3D printed item. That's the actual code for it there, as you can see, and it's from 3D Printing Corner. Now, believe it or not, I paid, you only get one chair, but look at the detail on it, and I paid £1.60 free postage for this, and the detail on it is fantastic. You know, it's really good, really fine detail. Now I've gone onto their Fleabay page, and they do loads of different things for different gauges: 1/24 scale, O gauge, N gauge, and the amount of stuff they've got on there is fantastic. And once you've purchased something off them as well, they give you a code for 30% off for future purchases, so they're worth checking out. Something else as well that I've purchased was these chimney pots. Now, that, as you can see, they're £1.99 if it focuses in, and the chimney pot on the left is what you get 6 of them for £1.99, and these are from Country Scenes and Trees. Now, what I found is on the layout, when I fitted them, they just looked a bit too tall to the ones that are already on there. So what I've been doing is cutting them in half. They come pre-painted as well. All I've done is painted the ends black, but I've been cutting them in half and fitting them to the layout. And I'll just take you over to the layout to show them on the one of the buildings. Okay, these are on the building, on the layout, as you can see. I fitted them on 2 buildings. But if you compare the height to what comes with the Backman buildings, as you can see, they would have been way too tall, so that's why I cut them in half, just so they fitted in with all the others on the layout. I fitted them to a Metcalf shop, as you can see. But if I go across again, you can see the height of the ones that are on the Backman buildings as standard. So I think they look pretty good, and for the price, and cutting them in half, that means you've got double the amount as well. So it's 12 chimney pots you end up with for £1.99. I think they're an absolute bargain, so they're worth checking out as well. Okay, we're back over at the workbench, and we've got some scale model scenery items that are for future projects. And the first item, as you can see here, is the modern line side signage, and the code is S017-00. Now these are just to update some of the signage around the layout. They come pre-cut, so you just pop them out of the paper. They're pre-coloured on the back, grey, and plus you also get the rods, so you can cut the rods to length, glue these to them and mount them into the ground. So there's quite minimal effort for doing this. The next one that I've got is RX00700, and these are the self-adhesive UK road markings, double yellow lines. Now these are going to go on the town side of the layout. I'm going to put it down the high street just to add that little bit of detail, and like it says in the description, they're self-adhesive, so all you do is cut them to length and fit them to the layout. Then at the bottom here I've got some of these rebar mesh. These are laser boards, you've got to paint them. The code for this is Alex22200. There's 4 in a pack, and I just thought this was something unusual that can go on the back of a lorry, or you can go in a builder's yard or something like that. And then finally I've got these industrial extraction fans. These are Alex039-00. You get 8 large, 9 medium and 10 small in a pack, and these are going to go on the sides of the depot and also on the scale model scenery building that I've got on the layout as extractor fans for that. So it's something, again, just adding that little bit extra detail. You've got to paint them yourself obviously, but they're not that hard to paint. If I turn them over, you can see all you do is just pop them out with a scalpel. I recommend painting them with a Halford's grey first as an undercoat, and then with a paintbrush just paint the blades, I don't know, red, yellow or something to stand out. And I was going to leave the outside grey. With the rebar as well, I was just going to use the Halford's red, oxide red, and then probably tone it down using some of the rail match colours. I don't know, Sleeper Grime's probably a good colour for it to make it look a bit darker as well. All these are about between, I don't know, £5 and £6 each, so they're not mega expensive and they're alright for a little project. If I just turn over the sign one as well, you can see there's all the rods you get. You get quite a few. If you imagine, you could probably get about 6 posts out of each one of them, and as you can see, they're pre-coloured as well. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. It's only a short video just showing you some of the little projects that I've got coming and some of the projects I've been working on. And I'd like to just wish Alan at Dragon Junction 2 and his wife and family all the best, and I hope they get well soon, as unfortunately they've been poorly lately with this bloody COVID-19. And I'll see you all again soon. Thanks again for watching. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell so you get notified of my new videos coming out. And if you've enjoyed it, please hit the like button as well, please. It'd be much appreciated. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again soon.